thinking back to when we first started and when you first came to me, and even when you first, got my course, who was that woman?
I
Tell
don't
me
even
about.
remember. She was like, she was insecure, scared, going through divorce, heartbreak. It was a lot going on at the time. And it was the first time in my life that I was actually on my own, completely on my own from my parents or from a relationship. So it was a very transitional phase, and I wasn't ready as I thought when I got divorced, but I had to because I had no other choice. But I was very insecure, I had a lot of traumas and issues from my past that I needed to work on. And even though I did the course and started feeling way better and I felt like things were going, I still needed a few heartbreaks to learn a little bit more. And then when we finally did this last part of our work together, this is when it like exploded into, I blossomed into someone completely different, completely new, more secure. And it's not like I don't have insecurities every now and then, but now I know how to manage them and which ones are my intuition, which ones are my insecurities. And
Yes, yes. And I think that's really the beauty of this work, isn't it? It is like infusing in all the magic and the manifesting and the visioning and the affirmations and all that, but it's also the practical tools. And I think that
yes,
that's so important to have a blend of both of those things.
yeah, it's like everything you've taught me, it's like I was this, like the Build-A-Bear, like I had the basics, the foundations, but I needed stuff to be put in, and now I'm like, boom, light, power, badass, everything.
Like a Care Bear now.
Exactly. I'm like, boom, now I'm complete.
How did you approach dating and relationships back when you first were getting back out there after your divorce?
I was desperate because when I divorced, I felt like I had been alone for such a long time that I wanted something. Now I see it different. I'm not desperate. I'm looking for someone. I'm not even looking for someone. I want to choose someone that is for me, that has the qualities that I want. I'm not chasing like a crazy person to whoever, just clinging to whatever guy I can to build a relationship with, because it's not gonna work. I'm gonna keep repeating old patterns, and that's not me anymore.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Tell me, who do you really feel that you are today in this moment?
I feel like I am confident, secure, more mature. I feel like I can do anything that I want on my own. I'm not afraid of being alone. I'm not afraid of doing my own things. Of no, I don't need to depend on anyone. The only person that I need is myself, and I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to show up for myself every single day.
Yes, I love hearing that. And that really is like, that is everything, right? From that point is where everything else gets to be attracted from.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And even, have you noticed like the types of men that you've been attracting have been different now versus then?
Yes. And I also noticed that when guys know they have to put more effort, or that they're not on that level, or on that vibration, they quickly go away on their own.
So the lower vibe guys are just
Yeah.
kind of, they see you, they get intrigued, but then they realize they don't have
I'm
to,
not gonna do all this.
they fizzle away and make
Yeah.
space for men that you really do want. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is such a huge shift I can see from you, Joanna. It's just that, like you said, that shift from being in that more clingy, desperate, needing to have someone in your life to feel good about yourself, to just not even meeting anybody and feeling so incredibly valued and secure in who you
Yeah.
are.
And I still want someone, but it's not that like I need it. I'm not, whenever it happens, it'll happen.
Yes, yes, I love it. And what would you say has been like the biggest takeaway or the biggest thing that you've learned from this
For
whole?
me, I think it was the fact that when I had a breakup before, my whole world would crumble. And that was one of the reasons why I contacted you in the first place, because I was like, I can't do this to myself anymore. And I kept doing it over and over and over. And that it's a broken pattern that it's not being repeated anymore.
Okay.
And it was actually the most important one for me, besides everything else, because I felt like each guy was breaking me more and more and more, and I was I had to stop.
Mm.
And all this work that we've been doing has really, really, really helped me forever.
Just feeling like even if a man broke up with
If
you,
it works out or not,
it doesn't.
I
it's not
still
gonna
got
break
me.
you.
I'm not knocked to the ground crying, losing 20 pounds in a week.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I actually want to read you your intake form if you have it. I want to pull this up and see. Yes, here it is. Okay, so
Oh my God, I'm nervous.
it's exciting. It's so exciting. Good to hear all your answers from way back. So when you first started, I said, if I could wave a magic wand and make anything possible, what is the single most important thing that you desire to accomplish in the next 6 months? And you said, I would like to feel confident and secure within myself, regardless if I have someone by my side or not.
Oh my God. That is and that was the most important thing, because I felt like I was going crazy, but it was part of my desperation and my insecurities, and that I put validation on someone else instead of on myself.
Yeah.
And I don't need validation from absolutely nobody.
Mm-mm.
It doesn't mean that it doesn't feel good when a guy compliments you. It doesn't mean that I don't want to. Of course, every day of my life I want a great guy to show up and be my guy, but whenever he'll show up, he'll show up. I don't need that to run the rest of my life.
Yes, yes. And I said, what is holding you back right now from already having what you desire? And you said anxiety, fears, past experiences, pain, and grief.
Yes.
And would you say that we've moved through all of that?
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah.
I still get anxiety every now and then, but now I know how to manage it.
What would you say sets me apart from other coaches that you've worked with in the past?
I think that your passion and you really care about each one of us. It's not just money programs. No, it's the real deal, like one-on-one, the support, the community. It's everything.
I'm so glad to hear
It's
that.
the energy, the vibes, the cute dog, everything.
The cute dog. That helps.
And you make us part of your life, because you share with us your journey, your journey to your wedding. Like it's like a family.
I love hearing that. I love hearing that. Thank you. And what would you say if anyone is considering wanting to work on themselves or go through this experience and have this, one-on-one experience with me?
Do it. It's gonna change your life. It will.
Thank you. Thank you for saying, and I know you're not just saying that, and I'm not
No,
asking you to say that
it
at
changed
all.
mine, so I'm living proof that it works.
And that's what I want to leave women with, right? Is just a knowing that this is so possible.
And I had like an expectation of the magic wand, but then throughout all this year, I've noticed that it wasn't a magic wand that I needed. I needed tools, I needed processes, I needed things to develop step by step. And some days I'm perfectly fine, some other days I'm not, but I use the tools on the days that I'm not to get back to where I want to be.
Oh, my love, it has been such a joy getting to work with you. Thank you for that reflection. Yeah.